everyone, this is Hansa, back from another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, we finished up our final investigations for, well, the entire series. This time, we're heading into our final appearance in court. So, let's get started. It's the defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? Where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems like as if something's happening behind the scenes. Edgeworth. Knowing you already figured it out. Who the owner of the 777 ID number is. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. You know, the only reason the trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt on this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True, not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling on the defendant. 5 minutes after the trial starts, Lana will be found guilty. But she didn't do it. Figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here. Hear what you have to say. Lana's hiding something. The only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. Truth. The thing goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. You don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. I'll think about it. See you in court, right? I hope he thinks we're right! If I'm ever gonna find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Court's now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Defense is ready. Prosecution is ready. I just remember, what was it? Day 2 in court? Where Edgeworth was just like, completely like, angry and whatever. Normally this is when the prosecution puts forward its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Gant. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Edgy, been back to the pool yet? No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. It's a good one. Don't think I can top that. You don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? Confess to all charges against me. February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No, Lana! Can't, Your Honor. The defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services. Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. request is legally valid, although is unprecedented in this is in something. What? Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. Here's the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Objection!
One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut, I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. Oh, to whom? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony. I'm exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. The exposure of the truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. My name is Emma Skye. My occupation, I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. You encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is. Well, okay then. Now, please testify what happened to you 2 years ago. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. But I'll never forget what I saw that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. I passed out. I don't remember much. That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. But wait, aren't we no longer her attorney because she said she didn't want one? Okay, we don't need to know anything about that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what she did see. Can you tell us about that? This commercial jumped on dark. Just then, the lights went out. The lights! It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby. The electricity went out. Wait a minute, if it was pitch dark in that... That is such a pet peeve. Pitch dark. What, like... There's... I'm fine with pitch black, but what does pitch dark mean? Like... No. It's not okay. You shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I see. I told the detective about what I saw then. The detective? Yes. Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case. Here, let's hear more about this. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago. Yeah, that's what's so scary about this trial. You told Detective Goodman about what you saw? Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. I think she mentioned that. Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Let's ask about this picture. I believe it has a very important meaning. The list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Maybe the picture was on the list of evidence? Wait, let's check. Yeah. Objection! It isn't lost. We have it right here. Oh my God! Sir Edgeworth, this little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. Yet you still insist on denying its existence? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. That very well may be. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold, it's the evidence list from the SL9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over. Turn it... Ah! What's this? Yes, what is that? Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew. Two men appear to be wrestling here. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Me? The prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. These lists, they're different from each other. What? It appears, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. See the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened 2 years ago. Only half the evidence in that case ever reached you. Order, order. Who would have thought the picture would have been drawn on the back of the list? That was handed to Detective Goodman in the questioning room. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor? Your eyes are bulging from your head. There might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. It's possible.